Now you're each going to give a formal presentation for about 2 minutes on the topic of transport. While you're talking, we will listen to you. Your partner and the assessor, Moges, will then comment or ask you questions about what you have said. Adam, you are going to talk about whether the best way of getting around town is by bicycle. And Darham, you are going to talk about whether you think the government should spend more money on improving public transport in our cities. You both have 1 minute to think about what you want to say. You can make notes on the pieces of paper if you want to. If there's anything you don't understand, please ask me. Okay. Adam, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Please tell us all whether you think the best way of getting around town is by bicycle. Darham, please listen and then comment or ask questions at the end, okay? Thank you.
My presentation is going about if traveling by bike is the best way of getting around the town. Definitely, using the bike has not only advantages but also the disadvantages. Everything depends on what is your destination and place you travel. Benefits of using the bikes could be it could be helpful for the environment, and it's good for your health, definitely. And of course there are drawbacks. Drawbacks could be safety issues. Most of bikers don't use visual jackets or helmets, so they don't care about the rules on the road. So you need the nerves of steel to drive a car when you're using the people who use the bikes are around you. So, in my opinion, especially in the center of the towns, when we have a lot of traffic, it could be a good idea to use the bikes, because you can avoid traffic. There's no sluggish traffic, and the other ways of getting around the town could be subway or public transport. So, in my opinion, the second best way to getting around the town is subway. It's faster, cheaper than using by bus, and more convenience for people. In conclusion, I would like to say that to me the best way is to use the bikes to travel.
Okay, thank you. Darham, please comment or ask Adam any questions that you have.
Do you think people ride bikes because they are worried about the environment, or because they want to ride bike?
In my opinion,
use public transport.
In my opinion, people who use the bikes use them because they like them, not because they care about the environment. Some of them yes, but most I don't think so. They don't care about them.
Do you think the government should encourage people to use more of public transport?
Oh, definitely. I think it could be the best idea
how could that be done?
to replace, for example, especially in the center of the towns, to replace the cars to bikes or public transport.
Okay, thank you. Mogas, do you have any comments or questions?
Yes, I have one question. Adam, when you choose to travel by bike, how about the weather when it is raining and bad weather like snowing? What do you think these times?
Yeah, that's a good question, especially when it's raining. It could be inconvenience to ride a bike, but as I said, it's even if it's raining, it's a better way to get to work or college by bike than by car, in my opinion.
Thank you, you're braver than me. Darham, are you ready, or would you like to look at your notes again?
I would like to look at my notes again.
Okay. So, alright? Please tell us all whether you think the government should spend more money on improving public transport in our cities. Adam, please listen and then comment or ask questions to Darham at the end, okay? Thank you.
Okay. In my presentation now, I'm going to talk about whether the government should spend more money on public transport in our city in order to improve the environment. Firstly, I'm going to start with why people want to get around easily. It's obvious everyone has got their time and they appreciate the time they have. And I believe everyone thinks that the time they have is precious. So that's why it's so important for everyone to get their destination easily or faster. For example, getting work on time would be fantastic for everyone, rather than getting there late due to the public transport. And of course, picking up your children at school, that's another thing, you have to be on time. So there are many other things. Another point is that how public transport can be improved. Of course, that could be improved from government. We as ordinary people, we cannot do anything about that. So government should provide us with more transports, like public transports like buses or trains or subways, and of course the fare, the cost of it would make a big difference. Well, to do that, they should think about the price first before they increase the number of the public transports in the city. And another point is that if there is other way of improving city life, I personally believe that government should spend more money in criminal investigation than spending in public transport, because criminal or crime is the biggest issue. So I believe government should spend more money on crime and investigate the crime that happens in the city. So that's it, I think.
Okay, thank you. So Adam, please comment or ask Darham any questions that you have.
Right. Definitely I agree with you, and I would like to ask one thing. Do you think it's a better idea to improve by the government subways or buses? For example, to give more buses on the road, or to build more subways?
Well, it depends on where you live. For example, there are some cities they don't have subways, but I personally prefer if they improved subways, so the pollution wouldn't be on the ground.
Right.
So that's something good for environment.
Okay. So, Mogus, Do you have any comments or any questions you'd like to ask?
I have one question for Darhan. Darhan, when you choose public transport in a city, can you tell us or explain what is the advantage and disadvantage using public transport in a city?
Well, the advantage of using public transport is that we